If you forget the S-Telnet login password or perform a misoperation when logging into a device login or management may fail. If the S-Telnet login password has not been changed, check the default account and password in the customized and default usernames and passwords file corresponding to the device and its version. Then, log into the device using the default account and password and run the local username password command to change the password of the default account. If the S-Telnet login password has been changed, reset it using either of the following methods. The first method is to directly reset the S-Telnet login password if you can log into the device through the console port or telnet. If the first method does not work, press Ctrl and B during device startup to reset the console port login password, and then use the first method to reset the S-Telnet login password. This video focuses on the two methods that can be used to reset the S-Telnet login password when it has been changed. The first method is to log into the device through the console port or telnet and reset the S-Telnet login password. Let's use console port-based login as an example. Start by entering the VTY user interface view. Then, configure a user privilege level for the VTY user interface. Run the authentication mode command to set the user authentication mode to AAA, and exit the VTY user interface view. After that, enter the AAA view and configure the local username and password. The other method is to press Ctrl and B during device startup to clear the console port login password. Note the following points. First, if there are two main control boards, you need to remove or power off the standby main control board before resetting the password through this method. Second, some devices and versions do not support the use of Ctrl and B. For such devices and versions, you can press and hold the reset button on the main control board to reset the device and clear the password. Because this method clears the original configuration file, you are advised to periodically back up the file. For details, see the video, What if I forget the boot ROM password of a NetEngine series router? The first step is to connect the PC to the console port of the device and restart the device. When the message press Ctrl and B to enter kernel menu is displayed, press Ctrl and B immediately to enter the main menu. Then, input the boot menu password to enter the boot menu. Note that one highlighted on the screen indicates that you need to press Ctrl and B within 1 second. The information displayed in the hyper-terminal window varies with devices. Select the corresponding operations as prompted. Choose Clear Password for Console User from the main menu to clear the console port login password. The name of this menu item varies with boards. After choosing this menu item, you need to confirm whether to continue the clearing. In this case, input Y for the clearing to take effect. If the message Clear Console Password Success is displayed, the password has been cleared successfully. Restart the device. After the device starts, you can set a new console port login password and use this password to log into the device. Then, you can perform configuration operations, such as configuring an IP address for the management network interface. If the device has two main control boards, you need to connect the PC to the console port on the standby main control board using an Ethernet cable and repeat the preceding operations. After resetting the console port login password, use method 1 to reset the S-Telnet login password. Using the same password for a long time increases the risk of the password being stolen or cracked. The longer the password is used, the higher the risk. You are strongly advised to change the password periodically. That's all for this video on what to do if you forget the S-Telnet login password of a NetEngine series router. Thank you for watching.